Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. In today's video, we are diving into a few transition fragrances. I wanted to give you a budget-friendly video, and then I'm also going to film the luxe version of this video today. So these 5 fragrances that I have for you will help to kind of ease you into spring. They're really fun, a little fruity, and there is just a little bit more going on in the base that's going to help you kind of cut through that cold. So it's not super fresh, okay? But nonetheless, it's going to give you the spring vibe, but everyone will still be able to smell you because it's just got a little bit more in there to give it just a touch of warmth. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, before we start, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you find any value in the content along the way, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. So the first 3 fragrances that I have for you today are all going to be from Julianna's Perfumes. If you are not familiar with the brand, they do a lot of inspired by fragrances. So some of your favorite niche, really expensive privé designers, they're going to give you their impression of it. And so many of them are spot on. They have beautiful performance. And what I do love about it is you're getting, you know, the perfumes under $40. So you cannot beat that. Also, I find that's a really good way to get into niche. Like, you want to somewhat experience what the scents would have to offer, but you don't want to spend the coins on that. And you're not necessarily a decant girly. Impressions are the way to go, okay? But honestly, after you smell some of these fragrances from the house, you will probably just stick with the impressions because they're going to save you so much money if you happen to be a budgetnista. Also, in addition to their inspired by fragrances, they have a whole line of exclusive fragrances that they have created on their own. Also, they have some that are a hybrid of more than one niche fragrance. So they have so many beautiful options, and they have partnered with me on today's video. So thank you so much to Julianna's Perfumes for gifting me these 3 fragrances that I'm about to get into and for partnering with me. So the first one I want to touch on is going to be Inner Beauty OASIS. This is going to be like a Delina La Rose. You have all of those beautiful notes that we love, you know, about the OG Delina La Rose. However, this one has some beautiful enhancements that's really going to give it amazing lasting power and projection, maybe compared to your normal aquatic, watery rose fragrances. So in this fragrance, you have top notes of lychee, pear, mandarin orange, and bergamot. You have heart notes of Turkish rose, water lily, peony, watery notes, floral notes, and in the base, you have white musk, praline, ambroxan, vanilla, and Haitian vetiver. So the addition of this gorgeous ambroxan, which really does come through in the scent, the added vanilla, the vetiver, this is going to be a Delina La Rose with a airy quality. So you get a little bit of that watery, aquatic, fruity vibe that we love, but you also have just this gorgeous musky airiness about it, and it's just a touch sweet. So this is absolutely gorgeous, and what I highly recommend you try from the brand, because this is, again, it's an enhanced version, which is going to be perfect for this time of year when it's a little cold. Like today, it's 40 degrees in Georgia, you know, and if it heats up throughout the day, you're still going to be okay with wearing this fragrance, okay? So again, this one is Inner Beauty Oasis. And before I forget to mention, they're actually having a special right now today, the 24th of February. If you have me watching the day that this video launches, you can save 15%. So all of these will be linked in the description box, but be sure to take advantage of additional savings because I love a $40 fragrance, but if you can get it for even cheaper, why not? Save your money. All right, so this next one completely took me by storm. Instant love, instant obsession. If you all have been riding with me for a while, you know my all-time favorite Julianna's is going to be Miss Independent, and Miss Independent is going to be their interpretation of Killian's Princess. Love that fragrance down. So if you are not familiar with the scent profile, that one has, like, you know, the matcha, the marshmallow, a little touch of ginger, and it is really truly a sweet, addictive fragrance. That was my first experience with marshmallow. I mean, after I smelled that, I was just like, give me all the marshmallows, and I just love that note in a fragrance. Now, what they have done is they have taken extra notes added it to Miss Independent, and now we have Miss Independent with rum drizzled apples. So this is going to give you Princess with apple brandy on the rocks combined. And when I tell you, this is going to be such an amazing fragrance for this time of year. Perfect transition, because Princess is one you really could wear all year, but because it's so sweet, you know, very much so gourmand, marshmallow, vanilla, ginger, matcha vibes, it's going to be for me more like a spring fall scent. You know, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it where it may be a bit too much for some in the warmer months. And then you're going to take that apple brandy that is just absolutely delicious, also from Kilian, and you're combining the two to make something that is so delicious. It's really yummy, but there is this brightness about it, okay? Whereas I really don't consider Kilian's Princess to be bright. Somewhat, I would consider that for apple brandy on the rocks, but it was very unisex. So when you're combining the two, you're getting something that is truly feminine. So imagine how expensive that layering combo would be if you had to physically buy both of those Kilian fragrances. They have done it for you, and you're not breaking the bank at all. Coming in at $39. You cannot beat this. This is so sweet, addictive, masterfully blended, and this is just going to be such a feminine take and a hybrid of two amazing Kilian scents. I did own apple brandy on the rocks. I decluttered it soon after I added it just because I was very early in my niche journey. I liked it, but I was like, how much wear am I really going to get from this? But it is one that I would consider maybe adding back at some point. But honestly, with a scent like this, I might just stick with this because this is such a gorgeous release from the house. Please be sure to check this one out. If you like both of those scent profiles, you're going to love this one, period. So the top notes here feature lemon, bergamot. You have heart notes of green tea, brandy, rum, ginger, peach, hedione, jasmine, apple, vanilla, and moss. You have base notes of marshmallow and ambroxan, vanilla, and benzoin. An absolute treat. And if you love both of those scent profiles, you do not need to sleep on this fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. So next on the lineup is a completely original creation. So it's no hybrid, it's not inspired by. This is their own thing. And when I tell you, this really surprised me. I mean, this blend is absolutely gorgeous. And I just think that this is something I would expect from maybe like a high-end designer fragrance. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And this is called Heaven's Reflection. This has got this watery quality to it, but at the same time, it is a really hefty base that makes it so captivating. It's sweet, it smells luxurious, and it really is quintessential transition into spring. And I just cannot wait to really wear this one out because it is a stunner. So the top notes here feature orange, bergamot, mandarin, cardamom. You have heart notes of marine notes, jasmine, peach, muguet, and base notes of amber, musk, patchouli, and vanilla. You actually do get this gorgeously done patchouli that has a bit of earthiness, but it's not OD. This is not turning my stomach. It's not turning me off. This is a patchouli done right. And you also have these notes that really do lend to complexity. So the marine notes, the cardamom, you know, coupled with these gorgeous florals, it really is creating a floral feminine fragrance with lots of depth and warmth. If you are looking for something really unique, easy to wear, but very grown and sexy, then I highly recommend you check this one out because this is one that's quite beautiful and also versatile. You can wear this to church, you can wear it to work, but you can also take this into date night. Again, beautiful, feminine, but with some depth, okay? So this is, again, Heaven's Reflection. A huge thank you again to Julianna's Perfumes for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's get into these other two. Now it is still February, okay, if you're watching this current day, and I told you I will be highlighting Black-owned fragrance brands all month long, and today we have Carousel. You know, I started off with Casablanca, emptied the travel in like a week. I have my full bottle now, thank goodness, because I'm obsessed with that scent, and so many people said you've got to get your nose on Carousel Carnival. So Carousel I have here today. I also did pick up Carnival, but we're gonna save that one for a future video. But this is going to be a really rich, sweet, fruity gourmand that is saying transition me into spring, but I want the sweetness, the warmth, you know, the gourmand component of winter vibes, all in one fragrance. That is how I would describe this. So when I first sprayed this, I was immediately like, okay, addictive, beautiful, sweet, like sponge sugar, just deliciousness. But as it started to develop, I was like, okay, this is reminding me of something I have underneath it all. Silk Santal by Kayali. And let me tell you why. And I'm not saying this is like a direct dupe or copycat or anything like that. What I am getting is the sandalwood, lots of vanilla, and it also features a lot of the florals of Silk Santal. So you have the black currant in here, you've got the rose, the jasmine, and I think the orange blossom. So you have a lot of notes that Silk Santal also has. But this one to me differs because it wears fruitier in a different way. And I think it's not quite as sweet. The musk is not quite as heavy, but the way the musk and the sweet notes play together, it will definitely give you the Silk Santal vibe. So I feel like if you're a fan of that fragrance and you're looking for something with a little bit more of a variation, not quite as sweet, but still very sweet and gourmand, then check this one out. What I love about this is it is kind of replacing the nectarine of Silk Santal, and you're getting a really beautiful Granny Smith green apple. I mean, it's so gorgeous. It's really addictive. And if you're a musk, a vanilla lover, I just don't think you can go wrong with this one. The sponge sugar is sending me, and the musk is so beautiful. And this is one I can absolutely see myself adding a full bottle of for sure. And what I love about this brand is you're getting a niche perfume, okay, but you're not spending a lot of money. The full bottles come in right at, I think, at $100, like 102. So it's going to be budget friendly, but you can always start with the travel sizes. Sephora has all the travels, also a discovery set. So I highly recommend you diving into the House of Brown Girl Jane, because they really do have gorgeous fragrances without breaking the bank, okay? So Carousel is one feature for today. Check it out. I'm telling you, if you love this scent profile, I think you will really enjoy this one. So last but not least on this list, you know I could not do a budget-friendly video without featuring a Middle Eastern fragrance. So this one actually is not going to be a dupe of anything. I think, to my knowledge, this is going to be an original creation from Paris Corner, and this is Juicy Melange. And this is giving you fruity floral, grown sexy with, I would say, some earthiness, just a touch of earthiness, because it's very mossy and it's sweet, it's delicious, and this really does smell elevated, especially for this price point. This one retails on Aroma Concepts for $44, and you can always save that 10% with my discount code. So this is a gorgeous fragrance that you can get for under $50, and it's going to be very versatile. This one you can wear to work. You can wear this, you know, to brunch, to church. I find this one to be more of like a daytime scent, but there is a little sexiness underneath this one. So let's get into these notes. So Juicy Melange opens with strawberry, black currant, peach, basil, plum, coconut, apple, nutmeg. You have middle notes of iris, orchid, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. And you have base notes of moss, vanilla, cedarwood, sandalwood, ambergris, musk, and tonka bean. When you're mentioning ambergris, you know, the musk, all of those gorgeous florals, very well balanced, you are really getting an elevated scent. Like, I could see this scent being something like of a, maybe like a Creed offering, you know, in their really feminine range where they have like those really gorgeous florals. That is where I would fit this right into, but you're not going to go, you know, file chapter 13 after buying, you know, a Creed fragrance. This is budget friendly and it is so exquisite. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a fantastic floral fragrance, you have got to get your nose on this one. I don't get a lot of really like discriminate fruit notes. It just smells very fruity. Again, it's featuring plum, peach, you know, strawberry, a lot of fruits. So nothing is going to jump out at you. It's like a star fruit. All you know is really floral. It's very fruity. And there is a distinct, gorgeous, mossy, ambery quality to this one, as in like ambergris. And I love the way the musk is done in here. Beautiful performance, wonderful price point. What are you waiting on? Okay. And to me, this one smells quite unique. Unique, but very wearable. So if you want the niche vibes and not pay a lot, here you go. Juicy Melange from Emir Paris Corner. All right, you guys. So that is it for me today, you guys. If you're a luxe girl, fear not. Again, that video will be recorded today and uploaded this week as well. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to go ahead and shoot my spring video, my official spring video this week. Y'all, this list is like 15 fragrances long with all newbies for me. And I don't think I've ever been so excited to film an official spring video. Like, I'm definitely more so a get excited about fall and winter, you know, fragrances. But this spring video, so many banger after banger after, it's just a list of bangers. So prepare for that and prepare your wallet as well. But you guys, please drop me a line below and let me know some of your favorite budget-friendly spring transition fragrances, because after a couple more cold fronts, I think we're really going to see it start to heat up here in Georgia. All right, so it has been real. Make sure you are subscribed. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.